Hello everyone, welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Aaron Herman. We're here at the Jewish Federations of North America General Assembly. This is an incredible event, bringing the community together to learn, connect, and celebrate. Let's take a closer look. October 7th was a dark day for the people of Israel and for the global Jewish community. Not only was this a trauma that will live with communities for the rest of your life, there's a mental health crisis in Israel. And what you're doing with your organization is truly transformative in this space. So talk a little bit about yourself and your organization and what you're doing.
First, you must understand that probably 100% of the Israeli population is with PTSD. We are all taking it on our back. I'm running a fund. It's the Kibbutz Movement Rehabilitation Fund. I'm in charge of the rehabilitation of the 41 kibbutzim that were hurt on October 7th attack, 19 from the northern border and 22 from the southern border. On October 7th, we had about 30,000 kibbutz members that were evacuated from their houses. More than 300 kibbutz members that were killed that day, and it's a quarter of the civilians that were killed that day, and we are only 1.5% of the Israeli population. And we had 150 hostages of 251 hostages at all. So our communities probably were the first line to get hurt, and it's not by accident. It's because there are 259 kibbutzim around Israel. 100 of them are located around the borders. So there's a nice metaphor that if you turn off the light all over Israel and just turn on the light in the kibbutzim, you'll see the Israeli borders. And it's not by accident. It was and it's still the Zionist way of keeping the borders, with agriculture, not with army. That's why we were the first line to get attacked on October 7th attack, because also in the Gaza envelope and also in the northern border, between the terrorists and the army were the kibbutzim. And a lot of our kibbutzim in the southern border probably crushed by Hamas terrorists. You know, for example, Nir Oz. Like Nir Oz is the ground zero of Israel. The first soldier got into Nir Oz after the last terrorist left. About 16 hours. So, and they needed to try and fight against those terrorists probably with their bare hands. So now these days we are in charge of the rehabilitation of those kibbutzim. In the northern border, 18 of 19 kibbutzim got back. One kibbutz, Manara, won't be able to do it for the next year because 74% of the houses there were crushed by anti-tank missiles of Hezbollah. About 117 of 157 houses there. In the southern border, in the Gaza envelope, we have 18 of 22 kibbutzim that got back, and 4 kibbutzim, we need to rebuild them basically from scratch. So it will take us about a year from now to build them or to start to bring them the opportunity to start and get back to the houses.
And what are you seeing in terms of the trauma? Like what are like there's key signs of trauma for different people. Do you see something that's like the variable like in people?
Yeah, I can tell you about the children, the youth, and about the elderly, because we noticed in between the ages of 14 and 17 increasing use of drugs and alcohol and vandalism. So we are taking care about it now, and especially when they got back to their houses. On the other side, in the older members, we noticed that there's increasing death among them when they are getting back to their houses. I mean, they were holding very tight when they were out of the kibbutzim, and now they are getting back. They're starting to die. That's why we approached to Sapir College and asked them to make a research on the effect of PTSD on elderly, and we are waiting for the results. and then the result will come, we'll know what to do with it. So, and in between, most of the people are suffering from trauma or PTSD, and we work with them. We work with the community managers in order to help them. We work with all of the welfare managers inside the kibbutzim and the health managers inside the kibbutzim in order to build systems that will be able to not only treat the people but treat the whole community. And we act the community like a patient, and we give them all of their needs in order to bring them back to life.
Wow. And what's your process? Everyone has different recovery process.
Yeah.
Like, what do you have in place to start the process of healing from the trauma?
Look, if I can draw a line, since October 7th until now, so we started in emergency, then in rehabilitation, and now we are looking towards growth. But I can place each of the 41 kibbutzim in other place in this line. So we are taking care for every kibbutz, but we know on each kibbutz the specific needs and the specific situation of that kibbutz. So we have I visited the 41 kibbutzim in the past 3 months, so I know them in a very intimatic way. So we know to address in each kibbutz what programs and what solutions they need from us.
Right. What do you see the next 2 years looking like for these communities?
First, we're assuming it will take us between 7 and 10 years from now to rebuild our kibbutzim. 2 years from now, probably, hopefully, all of them will get back. We know from the beginning that all of the kibbutzim will get back, but not all of the kibbutz members will get back. And we need to take care for everyone, those who choose to return and those who won't. And for those who choose to return, our main goal and our duty to bring them the best situation in order to come back and rebuild their communities. And we are bringing new people to the northern side and to the Gaza envelope, because we understand that the kibbutzim must be bigger and stronger. So we need to bring new young families, new educators, new farmers, and that's what we are doing now.
Where can people learn more about your organization?
Just click online the Kibbutz Movement Rehabilitation Fund and you'll find us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
As you can see, the Jewish Federation of North America General Assembly is an opportunity to experience sessions and networking events, and really just to connect to people who are interested in making a difference in our community. This is Aaron Herman, and thank you for watching.